A2theK.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to the A2theK Wrestling Show, and welcome to our Survivor Series War Games prediction. That's a lot of words to say.
Super excited for this, but it's not a very big card right now.
It's not a very big
super
card.
excited for this.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good pay-per-view, man.
Learn something, AEW. That's all I'm saying. I mean, to be fair, they got it down to like 11. Well, it was about 13, 14 with the pre-show, wasn't it? But
I'm not overly thrilled on that graphic.
what? Why?
Because it looks like two psychopaths have imprisoned some men.
This is very true. It doesn't really fit on the TV, but I get where you're coming from there. It's also interesting that the build is Sheamus and Roman, which I thought was interesting. Because Kevin Owens like, I'm going to be the one that's going to dethrone him. And then you've got Drew, who's obviously got a lot of personal beef with him, but it's like Sheamus is just at the front going,
Beef.
hey, fella. So, yeah.
I love it. Banger after banger after banger.
Banger after banger after banger.
He's on a different kind of run if you think about it. He's not on a title run. Not like an 800-odd day title run. He's on an 800-odd day fucking banger of a match run. So, fair play.
Fair play indeed. Speaking of fair play, I don't know. Let's kick off with the first match that's been announced, which is AJ Styles taking on Finn Balor.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, me neither, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because if you would have asked me my thoughts on this match, like, about 5 years ago, I would have been like, okay, I want to see this match. I
would still like this match in today's world if it was a straight match. But you see all these little dickheads in the background here.
Hi, little dickheads.
There's going to be tons of shenanigans, and I don't like it. I want a nice, clean match between the two, and it'd be a really good match because they're both technically fucking brilliant in the ring. But those dickheads are going to get involved, and that's the bit I don't like about it.
I also want to point out that I looked directly into camera and said, hi, little dickheads. So I wasn't doing that directly to the people watching this.
Hi, little dickheads. Welcome.
Just point that out. Mr. Rogers has gone crazy. Yeah.
So when he starts bringing out the puppets, it's going to go full Firefly Funhouse in this shit.
Yes. Like, don't get me wrong. I think match quality wise, like, they're two very good wrestlers, so it's going to be a fine match.
But it's going to be full of fucking shenanigans, and we won't get any decent straight match. They probably won't even. It'll be a screwy finish probably because there's too many moving parts in this. I don't like it.
There is.
And to the point that they should have just done faction versus faction here.
Well, it's a Survivor Series match. Wouldn't it have made sense to have like?
Wouldn't it?
We said this before, like, because they've now put Rhea in the friggin' women's walk. Oh, they've put what's her name now? Michin?
No, they've fixed it now.
Michin?
I think it was Michan.
Michan?
But they've actually put it back. She's Mia Yim. That's just a nickname. So WWE fixed that on their website now.
It's changed. Yeah, but it's changed. Like, but they started calling her that as well, didn't they? Like, just that. Like 1 week on Raw.
Yeah, they've gone totally back on it.
Okay.
By all accounts, they've gone totally back on it now, and they're going to keep it as a nickname, and she is still going to be Mia Yim.
Right. Okay.
Because like one of the Good Brothers said a thing. Should we make that a thing? No.
It's like people used to shit on Vince, didn't they? Because he was like, yeah, he hates multiple names. He just wants everyone to have one name. He's theory now and all this kind of stuff. And then Triple H has gone, no, we're going to call you EO Sky. Nobody else can say your other name. So we're going to go EO Sky.
Like, we already have a Dominic. You're going to be D-Jack.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. And then with that whole shit with me and him, so...
No, I don't like Reggie. You're Scripps now. Yeah. It's like, man, there's some wild shit going on.
Yeah, I bet Reggie just like went into Triple H's office and was like, what up, Trips? He's like, don't you call me Trips. You want us to see how you like it? You're not called Scripps. See how you like it, bitch.
It's Reggie. He's probably walked in wearing the mask and he's like, I got a great idea. And like, yeah, whatever.
No, it's Reggie. He didn't walk in. He talked about 12 backflips through the fucking... The only talent he's actually got. He can backflip.
Which is mad because he was a Somalia. Can you imagine him actually trying to pass you a drink? Imagine that motherfucker trying to pass you a drink.
I mean, to be fair, if he did all that without spilling it, fair play.
That would be impressive, yeah.
Would be a talent.
We digressed massively.
We did. Well, there's only five matches announced, so we need to make this.
As far as a prediction goes, I would think...
I forgot we had to do that, bud. I haven't actually thought about this.
I would think AJ's probably going to take this.
Do you think so, though?
I don't think it'd be very good for the Judgment Day, but I think that's what's going to happen. Also, don't give Dom a microphone, please. That doesn't work.
Yeah, doesn't work.
His dad is on SmackDown and he's still talking about him. It's like, shut the fuck up, Dom. Just be with your friends. Be with your goth friends, doing your goth thing, going through your rebel phase, right? Just fucking awful, man. Anyway,
who won the last match these guys had? Didn't they have like a 3-on-3 or something like that together.
The last thing I remember them having was
it was Judgment Day, wasn't it? Because we were like, the Rhea problem's going to be too much, and it was, and then they brought in Mia. It was
too much.
So
and she solved the Mia problem. Has been the Mia problem? No, she solved the Rhea problem.
Mia solved the Rhea problem.
Yes,
that's
the one.
That she did. But yeah, you've got a good point here. So it would be probably a bit squashy if Finn won this one, wouldn't it? So fuck it, yeah, I'll go with AJ. Probably AJ.
Okay, so we both agree. AJ.
Yeah. Maybe.
Have we done the predictions online? Do we know what the favourite one is?
We have done the predictions. I don't know off the top of my head what the favourites was.
Fucking prepare at all.
To be fair, no.
I mean, I've never asked you to do this before, and this is random.
Well, you keep talking, and I will find it super quick.
But the thing is, right? It's just the whole Judgment Day thing could be cool. Like, their entrance seems really cool, but like, do you not think they're just like?
Well, we're talking about
not as cool as they think. They're
talking about the Rhea problem. Oh, so look, I have done my predictions, and I originally put Finn Balor.
Well, would you look
so I'll stick with Finn Balor, shall I?
Well, you're gonna stick with Finn.
But everyone else thinks AJ Styles. Although
AJ Styles is the favourite.
Based on my logic I've just done there now, I'm not so sure about that. I think, do you know what? While we're here, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to do AJ Styles for this one.
Time to make
I'm going to change this one.
Oh, wow, this one, guys.
I had another idea.
Unreal.
Okay, so.
But I think the Judgment Day honors, like, they aren't what they think they're being, if you know what I mean. Like, I think they think they're being cool and dark and, you know, I mean, it just comes across as lame, I'll be honest.
They're still the little nerdy goth kids from South Park to me. Yeah. That's what they'll always be.
And do you know what the thing is? Damian Priest is probably the one suffering the most from all this.
He is. He was good. Like, this is the guy who was, like, with Bad Bunny, like, on WrestleMania the other day, and now he's part of a little emo faction group. No offense. There's any emo faction fans out there.
Yeah, if you like emo faction groups, then more power to you. But
we've been there. We've had that phase.
Indeed. I'm not over on the faction, that's all.
Yeah, agreed.
So
I'm gonna say Finn still.
I'm gonna say Finn. I'm gonna say
I'm
AJ.
not. What did I?
You said
what did
Finn.
I do? No, I'm now saying AJ.
Now you're saying AJ
right,
because I said AJ.
Now I'm saying no. It's not.
Why don't you just change all your predictions?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with AJ for this one based on what we said. What we did.
What did we say?
So the next one to talk about the United States title on the line in a triple threat match: Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory.
I want Austin Theory to win this.
Really?
I may have made a different prediction, I can't remember, but I want Austin Theory to win this based on what he's done over the last few weeks in terms of, I feel like he did a really good job in that promo trying to explain his actions, even though they were stupid because it was an open challenge and it will always be stupid. I love the fact that he acknowledged the briefcase as like a problem, like a weight, like a thing that he needed to get away from. I love the way he's building himself up as like trying to prove a point and as almost like a legitimate threat. This is the kind of Austin Theory I want to see, and I think let's give him the title back.
Okay, so it's almost like, you know, what I knew all along, that Austin Theory is awesome.
No, because you like finally come around. You liked him when he was a dick.
Well, yeah, it's fine. He's still a dick, but now he's just doesn't have the briefcase. For me, I can't. It would annoy me if anybody but Seth won this, only because they've only just given the bloody thing. So are they going to hot potato this again? This will feel like the women's tag title thing.
I think we can all agree we don't want Bobby to win.
No, we don't want Bobby to win.
No offense, Bobby.
I don't really get.
Why are you even here?
Well, yeah. To be fair, I don't get what Bobby's role is at the minute. Like,
don't get manhandling Ali apparently.
Well, yeah, like that whole like with Ali as well. That whole thing's been weird. Like, you've got to think, is he going to get involved somehow now in this and cost Bobby or something?
Just use that as a mechanism to continue a feud between them two.
Maybe. Or maybe Seth Rollins is going to go back to recruiting people again, and he'll have Ali under him now or something. You know,
it's weird when you say that, like with a Scouse accent. You know, Ali.
He'll have Ali under him now. Except I haven't got a Scouse accent. We're a wool. Lizzie Evo. See how I said her name right this time? Confirmed that I'm a wool, so it's fine.
To be fair to the rest of the world, you're a Scouser.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Don't come after me, MJF.
It's an interesting thing, Liverpool, because it's only like, I am a Scouser, right? Unless I'm in Liverpool. If I'm in Liverpool and a Scouser hears my accent, they ask where I'm from because they know I'm not from Liverpool. But everywhere else in the world just assumes Scouse because it sounds Scouse.
Yeah, I think you've got a bit more of a Scouse twang than me though. I am proper woolly back me.
I've been faking it the whole time. I'm Irish.
Okay. Fair play. But yeah, so for me, I won't be happy unless anyone other than Seth wins. So for that reason, and because I value my happiness, I'm going to say Seth.
Okay, I'm sticking with Austin.
Stone Cold?
Yeah, he's going to come in, win it, stunner everyone, drink a beer,
and
have another beer.
Who could possibly win this next one? I'm, I'm just so stuck to decide. Like, is anyone picking Shotzi? I think for the record in the prediction series, 3 people picked Shotzi out of the, like, I don't know, 80 responses or something, 60 odd, 80 odd responses.
Why are they doing this?
I have no idea. And it's no offence to Shotzi, but...
No, why are they doing this? Like, this is clearly the bathroom break match, and that's such a real shame.
Yeah.
Because they haven't booked it at all.
No.
It's not anything to do with it being a women's match or a women's title match. They haven't booked this at all. There's no feud. There's no realistic threat. It's just, let's put a match on the card. It's bullshit is what it is.
I feel like this is a stepping stone towards Ronda versus Raquel, possibly. Because, like, Shotzi and Raquel are buddies, and then you've got Ronda and Shayna are buddies.
Okay, I'll call the finish for you if you want. Ronda's going to win, right? Yeah. Ronda's going to keep an armbar on her way too long. Raquel's going to come and make the save. There you go. There's your finish.
Probably. I don't understand this little thing I'm doing this again. Tubular. I don't understand this little thing that's happening between
don't get it.
Between Ronda and Shayna now. Where it's like they're best buds again, and they're in this little weird faction thing. But is Ronda saying that she needs Shayna to be her muscle now? Because that doesn't make sense. Because she's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, and also wasn't Shayna telling her that she had to play by the rules? She's like, "No, I'm not going to play by the rules."
Yeah. So.
And then now it's like, well, okay, maybe I'll.
It's a mess. It's a mess.
It's almost like they have no direction for her because she's got no character.
Yes, could be the reason, to be fair. But yeah, look, no offense, Shotzi, but you ain't winning this, are you? Let's be honest.
Sadly. And you got a lot of talent, so I hope to see you as champ one day, but...
Yeah, don't come out in the tank, though.
I don't like the tank.
Yeah. It's like a throwback to our very first episode, I think, where it's like, she looks like a creative wrestler.
Yeah.
I think that's our Brad's favourite moment still from the show. So we peaked in episode 1, basically, in Brad's mind.
Peaked.
But
shit we've managed to do as well. And he's like, nah, it's never going to get better than that.
Never going to get better than that. So, fair play. But
fair play.
Sorry, Shotzi.
Sorry.
Now, this one's intriguing, simply because not just the match outcome, but who's the 5th member of Team Balor?
Team Balor?
Yeah. This is a story, Anthony, all about how they needed a 5th member at War Games.
Trying to think of clever lyrics. Can't think of clever lyrics.
Anyway, so who's it going to be? Now, there's a lot of names. Like, well, first,
the heavy. Go on.
I was going to say, so you could go like to returns. You could go to NXT call-ups. You could go to new acquisitions, legends, or active roster. So if you look at the active roster, who hasn't got a match at the minute? They're going to reveal this member on SmackDown on Friday. So could it be Raquel Rodriguez?
No.
Is it Raquel Rodriguez now or Raquel Gonzalez? I forgot.
No, it's Rodriguez now.
It's Rodriguez now.
Gonzalez.
So could it be someone like that?
No.
Could they? I mean, it's a babyface team. So who's babyface on the active roster at the minute?
It's a tough one. I can't see it being an active roster person. I really can't.
Okay, so you mentioned legends. Who could return?
Trish.
Okay.
Be random as fuck, but Trish.
Well, the added Rhea Ripley to the match. Could we see Beth Phoenix?
Ooh, that'd be an interesting one. Or if they just completely forgot that happened.
I mean, probably they have done that now, to be fair.
So you like to think they want to... Like, this is where the Raquel thing makes a little bit of sense, because they probably want to balance the power size thing. When they, you know... Power size, is that a thing? Is that a word?
Power size.
Size advantage, you know.
I mean, who else? Well, I suppose they've already done that in their minds, because they brought in Mia Yim. Mia was to counter Rhea, right? In that feud that's going on. So I guess they've kind of already done that.
Okay, fair
possibly. So, okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think the favourite idea was one that I don't know how we ended up talking about it, but Becky Lynch has a suggestion. I think it's probably the strongest suggestion.
Yeah, so I think Fightful reported she's ready to come back. So
Frightful did.
As we know, Frightful did. You know, the last time we saw her like her and Bianca had made amends and they were best friends again and all that kind of stuff, and she had to go away with an injury, but you know, she was going to come back as the man and all that. So maybe she comes back as a face, possibly. Then you've got people like Sasha Banks, Naomi, Charlotte.
I still don't think Sasha's coming back to WWE, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte would be a good shout.
Yeah.
As much as I never thought I'd be saying that. There was a time when Charlotte was on every show and I was like, oh, fuck it. But yeah, Charlotte would be a good shout.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
It's about damn time.
So if you have
What's Lacey Evans up to these days?
It could be Lacey. She's around, just not getting used.
Lacey would be a good shout.
But she's a heel now, though, again. They brought her back as that, like, I was actually
still doing that?
In the forces and served the country and all that.
In case you didn't know from all the times I've mentioned it previously.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like everyone turned on her, so they made her resent the fans and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that old
typical
chestnut.
trope.
That old chestnut.
So if you had to put your money on her, who you think? You think Becky?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm leaning with Becky myself. I think that's who I predicted. Let's have a look. Yeah, Becky Lynch.
That's who I predicted.
Which is what the majority of people predicted. So what did it, Doudrop was one. Not seen her in a while.
Can't see that. Candice LeRae could be an interesting shout.
Nixon Newell, Candice LeRae. Raquel. Tegan Knox.
Does she?
Asuka. Well,
Lita, that's an interesting shout as well.
Lita. So, yeah. Not many people are
so many options.
Are very sure either, but Becky Lynch being the one that most people seem to lean towards.
I mean, let's throw another little wild idea out there. People that keep heavily suggesting that Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green are heading this way. Maybe Chelsea Green.
Maybe that could be interesting. So outcome wise, what do you think is going to happen?
Bayley. Bayley's going to happen.
Bayley's happening.
I think Team Bayley are going to win it.
Yeah. I think so as well. So I originally had a reverse because obviously when you predict these things, you've got to have, you know, the baddies win sometimes and the goodies win sometimes. And
the baddies are in AEW though.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But I had Finn winning, and I've now swapped that to AJ.
Oh, so you're going to balance the books now?
So I balanced it by putting it Bayley. But one thing's going to happen, or has the potential to happen, is it is Becky Lynch or someone like that. They come back as a face, and then when we're in the final stretch,
when you get that face off between the two,
she's going to turn again, and then cost Bianca and set something back up there between them two.
Interesting. I like that.
Or maybe it's not even Becky. Maybe Becky comes back and is a face, is the man, but one of her existing team decides to turn. Maybe it's Alexa. Maybe she's being captured by Bray.
Another thing we haven't talked about or suggested is this last person was the possibility of maybe an NXT call-up.
Did we just say that? We just completely breezed over it, I think.
But do you think there's anyone in NXT who might get called up?
Well,
people are massively big on Cora Jade, as much as I don't get it right now. People are massively big on Cora Jade.
That's a great shout.
Mandy Rose has been killing it.
But is she a heel,
bring
though?
her back to the main roster. Cora Jade is heel at the moment. Mandy Rose, I think, is heel as well.
Yeah.
Is there any faces there? Nikita Lyons, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. It's a fascinating one, to be fair. I like the intrigue of it all, and it's interesting. We're going to find out on SmackDown. But literally the day before is an interesting approach.
Wild indeed.
I think something's going to happen. I don't think it's just going to be a clean win for Bayley's team. I think there will be shenanigans and there might be a turn.
See, I know I've probably moaned about shenanigans before now, but this is the kind of match where you expect shenanigans, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to get a Alexa and Nikki moment as well based on their history. We're going to get Mia and
Do you think
Rhea.
we're going to get, because obviously Alexa, or what we presume to be Alexa, is being haunted by the Bray Wyatt stuff. Do you think we're going to get any sort of payoff to that in this match?
Well, that's what I mean. Maybe she's the one who turns heel.
Interesting.
So, Team Bayley gets the win because of Alexa, and then we have Alexa and Bianca as the next feud.
I like it.
But then, I don't know, I feel like it would cheapen Becky's return if she comes back to lose.
I think if that happened, I think they can't happen together. Do you know what I mean? I think if Becky comes back, then we're not going to get that sort of thing. I think the focus would be Becky at that point.
Yeah.
So.
And if Becky comes back, the only way Bayley wins is if Becky turns on Bianca.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Bianca's team's a win. But yeah, I think we're both going to go with Team Bayley, and we think shenanigans will happen.
Shenanigans.
Okay. Which takes us to the final match to talk about, which is the men's War Games match. And this one's fascinating as well, to be fair, because the Bloodline haven't lost in ages. So you'd think, well, in a match like this, could that be the time? Could this be the way to get Owens or someone like that as a proper contender again?
I actually love this as an idea that they lose this match, people who are not used to losing, basically, and this is where it starts to unravel. I really like that as an idea, to be honest with you. I think it's a good way of getting the tag titles onto the Brawling Brutes, because inevitably if things start to unravel and the tag titles are lost to the Brawling Brutes, that makes a bit of sense. I don't think Sheamus will do it, but I think then that puts the very realistic threat of you could book a Sheamus Roman Reigns match and people go, shit, like the Usos have lost their belts, this could be it for Roman. And he, does pull it out the bag ultimately, because I don't think Sheamus is the person to do it. All due respect to Sheamus, because he's fucking awesome. But I feel like this has legs to give them a loss here and watch things start to sort of unravel a little bit for the Bloodline.
Well, that's what's interesting is, do you really think that they'd have both heel teams win? So Team Bayley and the Bloodline. Who's the heel team in this?
That's what I'm not too sure. Oh no, it's got to be the Bloodline as the heel team.
Yeah.
People love Sammy, but it's got to be the Bloodline.
So yeah, maybe.
I think we're going to see a lovely interaction between Sammy and KO. I don't know how that's going to pan out, whether Sammy's going to be reluctant, and that is something that is going to have consequences with the Bloodline. But there's definitely going to be some interesting... either way they go, if they either go Sammy full attack KO, which we've had them fight each other before now, but there's either that betrayal or the fact that Sammy doesn't want to hurt his friend in favour of the Bloodline, which again causes sort of...
I could see something where like Jay is about to take it one step too far on Kevin Owens, and then Sammy stops him, and then them two have a bit of a thing again. And Roman's like, "What are you doing?" And then that's where you could
see, and then you can just see things unraveling.
But yeah, I think I originally put the Bloodline for this. Yeah, I've got Bloodline, which to be fair, the majority of
Did I predict Bloodline as well?
You didn't do any.
Oh, all right, good.
So these are all live now. These are your live predictions.
So I'm predicting Brawling Brutes winning this one then.
Okay.
But I do think we're going to see some really good work from Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds there.
I love that.
It's fucking bossy.
So yeah, short and sweet. Only 5 matches on this card.
I'm short. He's sweet.
He is full of cold. And yeah, before we go, do you want to tell the people about all the things? Well, I certainly just die in the corner.
Quietly die in the corner. Well, of course, Carl. I mean, we have loads of stuff going on here. You see our lovely little announce table here. You can see some stuff we got going on. The first one I want to mention is our lovely sponsors, Top Rope Brewing, who have been good enough to give us a 10% off code, which if you put in A2theK10 at checkout, you will get 10% off all your beers, so you might as well buy a shit ton more. They have mini kegs now, Carl. They have mini kegs, which are a number of pints. I can't remember exactly how many because I'm good like that. But the thing we've always liked about Top Rope Brewing is not just the wrestling connection, is the fact that the beers are just fucking delicious. And there's loads we haven't even tried yet, and they just sound awesome, like the birthday cake one and stuff like that. You just got to check them out. Got to try them, drink them, love them. That's what it's all about.
New slogans and everything. Love it.
And then let's move on over to Pro Wrestling Tees.
Don't point at my junk.
Sorry. Where you can buy our A2theK t-shirts. We have a new edition on there with House of Purple.
Yes, we do.
With a great thanks to Alt Wrestling Tees, who actually designed the House of Purple for us. Currently in the works on another one that Carl is super excited about.
Oh, yes.
So you can buy all those shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees, but you can also get those shirts directly from the designer themselves, Alt Wrestling Tees, by visiting their Instagram. I believe they do their sales through Redbubble, but all the information is on there. On top of our shirts, they have a ton of other really cool designs, and they definitely need checking out.
Yes, absolutely. And where are you watching us?
Where are you watching us? You watching us on YouTube? Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you check us out on Pro Wrestling TV. Pro Wrestling TV is a fantastic app, Carl. This is wrestling content 24/7. This isn't just content like ours, our fantastic prediction shows. This is content such as live wrestling from the likes of TNT, local lads to us. You've got the likes of Maria Kanellis' fantastic women's wrestling army. The recent acquisition of MLW is on there now. You've got, in connection with that, the Alicia Atout. MLW talk show. You've got other talk shows on there, documentaries, Warrior Wrestling, New South Pro Wrestling. There's just a ton of wrestling content. If you're a wrestling fan, there's just tons of stuff there to just get your teeth into.
Hell yeah. And until next time, we will say thank you, fuck you, and bye.